And there's new reporting on a phone call between the president and the founder of Amazon, Jeff Bezos. Sources telling CNN that the president at one point wasn't happy earlier today about a report he saw regarding the online retail giant. Amazon then clarifying their plans.
What if I told you that Amazon may no longer be America's tech giant? Yeah, let that sink in. The company that changed the way we shop. The company that delivers to your doorstep in 24 hours. Now it's reportedly shifting its command center all the way to Saudi Arabia. Why? Tariffs, politics, and a deafening silence from Washington. No press conference, no apology, just a move. That's shocking. And the reason? Even worse. People are asking, are we watching the US lose its grip on innovation? And you know what? This isn't just about Amazon. This is about you, your job, your wallet, your future. So before we dive deeper, hit that like button, subscribe, and stay with me. Because what's happening right now might change everything. What if this isn't just about Amazon? What if this is about survival? Because that's exactly what it looks like. This isn't some clever business strategy or political stunt. This is a company trying to stay alive in a system that's pushing it out. And Amazon isn't alone. Ford is hiking prices. Apple is rerouting supply chains. Even small business sellers on Amazon are begging for clarity, while their margins evaporate. The storm? It's not coming. It's here. It's called tariffs. It's called unpredictability. And it's hurting the very people these policies claim to protect. Commenters are asking, how many jobs will vanish next? How long before prices skyrocket even more? One viewer put it bluntly. We're punishing companies for succeeding. Let that sink in. Imagine being a warehouse worker in Ohio, or a family of 4 just trying to make ends meet. And now your Prime deliveries are late, your costs are up, and your job at risk. If Amazon really moves its global headquarters to Saudi Arabia, it's not a protest, it's a warning. This move is global, and it could be permanent. No flags waving, no press release, just a quiet, devastating shift east. So what does this mean for you? That's what we're breaking down next, because the real cost isn't in numbers. It's in lives, jobs, and the future of American innovation. Let's go deeper. Let's take a breath and separate the rumors from reality. No, Amazon has not officially confirmed a global headquarters move. But behind the scenes, the gears are already turning. Procurement teams are pulling out of US contracts. Logistics routes are being rerouted. Hiring is shifting east. Warehouses, servers, shipping lanes. Amazon is moving, and all signs point to one place, Saudi Arabia. Why there? Low taxes, free trade zones, no tariff wars with China or the EU. If you were running a global empire, wouldn't you do the same? One viewer nailed it. This isn't rebellion, it's math. Because when you're slapped with 145% import duties, you don't fight back, you adapt. And while Amazon adapts, guess who's left behind? American workers, American sellers, American shoppers. People in the comments are asking, why are we chasing away the very companies that built the US economy? That's the real story. This isn't just a relocation rumor. It's a strategic escape. Not loud, not dramatic, just permanent. And if you think this only affects Amazon, think again. What happens when one tech giant pivots? And the rest follow? Let's talk about what this really means for the US. And why it's a lot closer to home than most people realize. Let's talk about the real cost. Because while headlines focus on Amazon's move, the truth is hitting closer to home. We keep talking about bringing jobs back, but our own policies? They're pushing those jobs away. Tariffs, red tape, uncertainty, and now, one of America's most powerful companies is looking east. A viewer nailed it. We need leadership that supports business, not scares it off. That's not a political opinion. That's a wake-up call. This isn't about left or right. This is about keeping innovation here, in the US, because when a tech giant like Amazon begins to pivot, others notice. And others follow. You lose Amazon? Then Apple rethinks. then Tesla, then the next generation of startups. The ripple effect is real. We're not just talking about stock prices. We're talking about jobs, families, factories, futures. Look at the comments. People are tired of empty promises, while their bills go up and their wages stay frozen. Amazon's move is just the start. The real question is, what are we doing to keep the next tech giant from leaving too? That's where we're headed next, because this story isn't over. It's just beginning. So now you're probably thinking, okay, this is bad, but what do? We start by being honest. This isn't just about Amazon. It's about how we treat innovation in this country, how we handle growth, how we respond to change, and most of all, how we hold our leaders accountable. If you want companies to stay in the US, then we need policies that welcome innovation, not punish it. We need fair trade, not trade wars. We need vision, not fear. A viewer said something that stuck with me. Don't just scroll. Get involved. Ask questions. Speak up. Stop assuming someone else is going to fix it. Because here's the truth. If you've lost a job to outsourcing, if you've paid more at the store this year, if your hours got cut, your rent went up, your savings shrunk, you are not alone. This is happening across America. And it's not just economics. It's personal, but there is a way forward. We can build a system that protects workers, supports business, and keeps companies like Amazon here, where they belong. But we have to start now. Because if we don't, we won't just lose Amazon. We'll lose everything that made it possible in the first place. And that is something none of us can afford. So what's next? Let's finish this. So let's bring this home. We talked about Amazon, a tech giant that helped build the modern US economy. Now slowly, quietly, shifting toward Saudi Arabia. Not out of protest, but out of survival. We looked at the tariffs, the policies, the silence from leadership. We listened to you, the workers, the sellers, the parents watching prices climb. And here's the truth. This isn't just Amazon's story. It's America's wake-up call. Because if we don't support innovation, if we don't fix what's broken, we won't just lose Amazon, we'll lose the next one too. So now, I want to hear from you. Do you think the US is doing enough to keep its tech giants at home? Are we creating an environment where companies can thrive, or are we pushing them away? Drop a comment below, especially if you've felt the impact on your job, your bills, your life. This conversation matters. Your voice matters. And if this video sparked something in you, don't just scroll. Like it, share it, subscribe to this channel, not just for the algorithm, but to be part of a conversation that actually matters. Because the future of American innovation starts with what we do next. Let's not wait until it's too late.